Hi, I'm going to talk to you about change management. I'm Ishan Veeratunga. So, change is the only constant according to Greek philosophers. It has been in the buzzword is there for centuries. So, it's all about the in sports sciences you can call it's all about handover. In corporate science, you can call about the previous situation and the aftermath situation, etc. So, anyway, the change is very important. In the 15th century, a famous philosopher, actually, he's the guru of modern day political science, Niccolo Machiavelli, said nothing is hard to organize more like in a society than the introduction of a new change. No one really believes in change until they have the solid experience of it, because everybody has a comfort zone as per their previous situation, but after the change occurs, they are not quite sure they will have the same thing or not. Kurt Lewin, change management model in 1947. He's a German American. He has made a three-step model. Actually, it's unfreeze, change, and freeze. So, what does it mean basically? You have to, when this some in a corporate world, you have to unfreeze them. You have to feel them. The change is necessary, and you have to untie all the connection so that it is unfreezing model, so you can melt it. So as an example, an analogy, it's an ice cube, you can melt it. So then you have to make you have to reshape into a desired shape. So in the corporate sector, after you unfreeze them, you have to put them in direction, and they have to work according to that. You can't keep them for so long in the change mode, because then there will be lot of unwanted communications will happen, lot of misdirections, lot of vacuums will be created. So after that, what you can do is you can put them into a different shape, and you can put in refreeze. So that is the if it is a rectangle, the last one will be a square shape, so that kind of thing, or cube shape. So there are a lot of models actually. Kotter's change management model is a very famous one. Another one rather than Kurt Lewin one. This is in 1990s. So John Kotter has made an 8-step model. So in my next video you can learn about that one. So he's in the 1995 has written a book called Leading Change. So how can we make this change happen? So we want to have tools. I'm using as a project manager 5W1H tool. This is more or less a checklist. Journalists will use this one to fact finding missions and for their report writing. So it's very popular among journalists. So most project managers also using that one. In order to achieve methodological change, a simple, reliable and versatile tool, the 5W1H method. So strategic interventions, leadership, who and what, team building, consensus and conflict, contingency theory, autocratic versus participative style, proactive versus reactive, creative synergy. It's a top down method, it's a strategic part. So why do we need to make it can be economical, political and environmental. These days we have an environmental, biological, COVID-19. So that is why we want to change. Methods of involvement, dialogue with individuals and groups, meetings, presentations, etc. Lot of things will involve. So in the operation way, when and where, so then the money matters, the evaluations, cost matters will be coming, human resource, physical resource, financial and relocation cost. Lot of things will be coming, restructuring, training, redundancies, changeover, refurbishments, etc. So basically all people are naturally resistant to change. So you have to deal with individuals and collectives. There will be momentums, groups, unions will be resistive. So passive versus active, direct versus indirect. So indirect things are the very very dangerous ones, because it's like the iceberg. You can see only the tip one, the direct ones, but you can't see the underneath ones. Behavioral versus verbal, attitudinal change. So with couple of emails hanging around, so informal meetings and all the things will be very important for fact finding, minor and major. You can't deal only with the major things, you have to deal with the minor things as well. Develop appropriate measures to monitor the progress. Monitoring change management process is the very difficult thing. Not only change management, any monitoring process is very difficult. It may be goal based, process based and outcome based, etc. Regular reports, meetings, quality circles, progress reviewing, milestones, Kaizen methods, we all have those things actually. So I hope you have got a real basic meaning of the change management. In my next slides you can go through what are the change management models and Kurt Lewin and the Kotter model. Thank you very much.